Jon Jones has officially switched from Duck Dynasty to Prison Break, guys, because Jon Jones once again is in legal trouble, and we have been talking about this, but there is a video as well as Jon Jones coming out, his lawyers denying that he had any involvement in this, as well as a resurfaced video of Jon Jones seemingly drunk on drugs around the time of the accident. Did it happen on the day of the accident? We're going to break all that down. I've done a bunch of videos on this before, and don't worry, guys, I am not ignoring UFC 317. An extra video is going to be uploaded tomorrow, breaking down the main event, talking about some Ilya Toporia's trash talk. But we're talking about the Jon Jones situation because a breaking news video just came out, guys. This is the police footage of the night of this new hit and run incident. Jon Jones is not new to hit and runs. This is his second, all right, guys? I've had none. So right now, Jon Jones is 2 ahead. I don't even want to say you get 1 pass at a hit and run, but if there's any amount of passes, it's only 1. You don't get a 2-time pass. You don't get to redeem twice, guys. Come on. Like, what is this? He's going to go through another act of redemption, another fake act, despite, the little misdemeanors here and there, like the little incident where he allegedly, hit his wife and things like that. That's not a problem in front of his children. But guys, I can go to the Comedy Store down the block for 20 minutes and make fun of Jon Jones. But here we are going to, break down this new footage that came out of Jon Jones, as well as clear up some misinformation that's been out there, a lot of bad reporting. All right, guys, so this is the footage uploaded by MMA Junkie. Credit to MMA Junkie for uploading the full thing. This is 19 minutes. The Albuquerque Journal also uploaded it, but it was only 4 minutes. So they kind of cut it and cut the important parts. But this has a lot of other important parts that I felt the other thing didn't really show, and this also I feel like had better audio, so let's actually hear it. Now they're approaching the vehicle that Jon Jones was in with this woman, and I believe she's interacting with the person that she crashed a car into, and they're just sorting each other out.
My girlfriend was following me home, and I saw apparently her friend.
And where's your friend right now?
This is my vehicle.
Yeah.
It's your vehicle, but where's your friend right now?
My friend left.
So she's saying that her friend left her. Now, we don't know if her and Jon Jones were in some sort of romantic relationship. Jon Jones obviously does have a fiance, but I think it's a little suspect. You're driving around with a woman that has no pants on, which we will soon learn later on she has no pants on, when you're just friends, guys. I don't really be doing that with my friends, so I don't know what's going on. But I assume they probably are, hooking up at the very least, not official, and which is important context to later on when you see her reaction. That's why I'm adding this. But yeah, Here's pretty boring. Here we're going to see just get basic information. They're going to talk to this other guy, ask him his version of events. And it was a pretty mundane accident. I will tell you guys this wasn't like Jon Jones, racing throughout, these streets and being irresponsible. This did seem like a normal accident you would see where someone just is turning and the other guy's going straight and it hits. That is basically what I got from his understanding and description of it, assuming all of that is legit.
Okay.
So I gotta someone to come pick you up, man?
No, but is the car drivable?
No, man. So airbags are deployed. That's an automatic and inoperable.
Okay.
So I gotta tow the vehicle, man.
We've all been there, man. I don't know. Well, maybe not all of us, but I have been there, man. She's obviously very upset, right? And I mean, we are seeing her now call Jon Jones. I mean, imagine this, right? I mean, this is a guy maybe you're just friends with. Let's just say even at the bare minimum, you're only friends. You're not hooking up, but you're friends. And this guy has just abandoned you, left you in a car. Not even how you doing. How's your car doing? You want me to wait with the police for you? Are you okay? Let's calm down. No, I'm out of here. Peace out. I don't know you, and I'm going home. Now, obviously, the reason Jon Jones left wasn't because he got into an accident. It's because he is high, he is drunk, he is maybe with a woman that's not his wife. I don't know. There might be a lot of thoughts going through his head. And here we're seeing the girl. She's asking Jon. She's asking Jon to pick her up, and we're gonna see what Jon says. We don't hear Jon in this moment, but clearly she doesn't like his response. So we're gonna hear it in a second.
Are you gonna be able to come get me and help me? Because
she's asking Jon to pick her up.
Are you for fucking real right now?
And Jon not only abandons her, saying, "Nah, you know what? Peace out. You're on your own in this one. Good luck getting home. It's been a good knowing you." It seems like, judging on her reaction, Jon was not like, "Yeah, I'll come pick you up. I got you. Don't worry. I'm sorry for leaving you. I just panicked." No, I think this is pretty intense.
And the fucking car is totaled. It's a yes or no. Are you coming to help me, motherfucker? Please talk to him. Please talk to him.
All right, so now this is where, like I said, she's clearly fed up. Talk to Jon Jones. You go talk to him, and here we're going to see where he allegedly makes these threats. Let's hear it.
This is a friend that's a friend of mine.
Hello, who am I speaking to?
What's your last name, first name?
Me as PSA Lopez. And who am I speaking to?
Call from my official cell. On my one please.
Advise the caller to stay inside lock doors.
What's your name?
PSA Lopez? With the Albuquerque Police Department?
How many guys you guys got out there with you?
Don't worry about that, man. Were you the one driving the vehicle?
My brothers attacked the dreams systems and the cell phones.
He was the one driving the vehicle.
Yeah, and you can say this one was like, yo, he's the one. He's the fucking one. He's not coming to get me. Fuck him. He's the one. And rightfully so. I feel like she has a right to feel this in this situation.
They're the most evil people you'll ever meet.
He's rambling about his brothers.
That's
It
Jon
seems
Jones.
it's hard to understand him. Or to even understand what he's trying to say. And I guess the officer probably recognizes this name, not because, he's familiar with fighting, just because I'm sure on the Albuquerque Police Department, they have just a big picture of him at all times, just so they know, hey, you might find this guy wandering the streets.
Jon Jones?
He was the one driving the vehicle.
But they don't waste their cases with just killing you or petty crimes. But they definitely listen to conversations like this, and some of them are bored enough to kill you.
Wow. He is saying here, basically, it seems like, and the officer later clarifies more what he was trying to say. It's hard to hear it from, I guess, the body cam that the cop has, but John is basically talking about brothers, and maybe he means not his literal brothers, not Chandler and all those guys, but maybe it just means like his bros, people that he knows would come after him and hear conversations like this, are bored enough to kill you, and bored, maybe need money, whatever he meant by this. He is basically making a threat here, or at the very least, he's being very tricky with what he's saying things like kill you, and this and that. Like, this obviously isn't, a Jon Jones ready for cooperation, ready, just to give the officer everything he needs, and is ready to just do the right thing. No, this is someone that is, I think, trying to make some threats, and we're going to hear more later.
And they teach me to be a man when I wake up.
So, listen to me, man. He's making threats, and if he's making threats, I gotta call an officer out here.
Call him.
And the woman, I think this is very telling. The woman in the car says, call him. And I think this is because, look, Jon Jones, I'm sure that he's probably worse in private. Like, if this is what we know, imagine what we don't know. So I'm sure the lady herself's like, yeah, you probably should call him because this guy is fucking crazy. He might drive his car and try to hit us and think he's playing GTA 6 right now.
Well, guess what, dude? You won't be the first guy this year that I threatened. It's gonna die.
Okay, and right there, you cannot deny any threat. I mean, right there, we've got him. I mean, he says, you wouldn't be the first guy this year that I've threatened that is going to die.
You'll be the second one.
And once he doubles down, he'll be the second
Who am I
one.
speaking to? You, Jon Jones?
What? If you're untraceable, you'll be
Wow.
surprised how bored we can be.
I mean, right there, that's a dead-ass threat. He says, you think you're untraceable, you'd be surprised how bored we get. You'd be surprised what we are able to do, how the lengths that we will go to kill you. These are threats like he's a mob boss. And this is just cringe, I think, when rich people make this, dude. Like, not every rich guy is fucking Al Capone. You know what I'm saying? Not every rich guy is fucking Pablo Escobar. Like, this is just cringe. Like, Jon Jones, I don't even know, like...
But then you take out... If something ever bad happened, just because the shit you said, my brothers, they kill people for way less. Something happened to Angel, she's gladly dead.
Yeah, and I think here we could probably tell here he's not literally talking about his brothers. I think he's talking about his friends. And John at this point is off the phone. I don't know if he hung up or something like this, but this is, I think, one of the most interesting parts of this whole recording is after he talks to this girl, he goes up to this other officer that was also at the scene of the crime, and they're supposed to just trade off info. And listen, right now it's playing right here.
I just got thrown over the phone.
He says I just got threatened off the phone.
I got thrown over the phone.
You have to write the report? What did he say?
Starting you to
Said,
82
I have been-
CS 36 reference possible criminal charges.
And even the
So,
officer, look, you see, yo, this officer's like, what the fuck did you just say?
know some people that can hurt you for less money.
George,
Yeah, and that kind of seemed to me as well what he was trying to say.
It's him.
How do you know?
He has a picture and it sounds just exactly like Jon Jones.
Did they confirm that it was him?
Yeah, she confirmed.
So the officer here basically says, look, it's confirmed it's John. It sounded like John. She said it was John. There was a picture on the photo that was of John. So unless this girl is an elaborate master manipulator, we could probably assume that Jon Jones was the person on the phone. However, yes, we don't have concrete proof that he was ever driving this car. Okay, this girl is on the passenger seat, which would be very elaborate if she managed to switch herself over and frame Jon Jones. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why Jon Jones would all of a sudden disappear from the scene of the crime. But that was the police footage, guys, and I am going to show you guys some footage that resurfaced around this time period that some people are speculating is from this same night. Jon Jones walking, getting drunk. We actually covered it at the time. If you guys have been subscribed to the channel for a while, like, this isn't new news, right? This was back in February we talked about this, where Jon Jones was walking on Instagram Live. I'm going to play a little bit for you guys, real muted first, and we'll hear what he actually had to say, but he was making very weird remarks. We were trying to figure out what could he possibly be talking about. Let's actually just take a look at it.
You get pissed off, disappointed. And as a dad, you just want to kill.
And John then turns off his Instagram Live. And yeah, he said, like, he was making very weird remarks. He's like, as a dad, you just want to kill him, going on a trip, this and that. Now, at the time, we were very confused. What trip did he go on? We couldn't really find him going on any trip. Now, it since has come out that apparently Jon Jones was taking mushrooms with this girl. So we could be talking about a trip in terms of psychedelics, right? And maybe he has been taking psychedelics. We've actually seen a lot of fighters lately take more psychedelics. And maybe that's what he was talking about. But guys, I do want to put this rumor to bed. A lot of people have said that this video was from that night. I can confirm to you guys, this video was not from this night. I want to give a shout out to Jeremy Morris, who I actually saw comment on my original video back in February talking about the Jon Jones live video, and he had mentioned, hey, maybe this was from the same day, and I looked into it after that. It is definitely not. They are completely different dates. This is February 15th, guys, and if you actually look at the other video, guys, I'm going to show you guys right now. This video is from, let me find it, actually. This video, guys, could see is from the 21st, okay, guys? This is from February 21st, so this is 6 days later, which, to me, a lot of people might think, oh, well, you know, maybe they're not as connected. Well, for me, I think it's even crazier. The fact that we have a 5-day difference of Jon Jones crashing out on Instagram, and then 5 days later, he's crashing out, you know, literally crashing out, crashing a vehicle this time. Like, to me, I just think, wow, like, what is Jon Jones going to look like retired? Like, we're seeing it already. Like, this is Jon Jones coping with the fact of the hate. I think that his legacy is down. I think the fact that people are starting to say, hey, maybe this guy isn't the GOAT. I mean, it is probably so stressful for Jon Jones, especially when Jon Jones has as big of an ego as he does to deal with all of this. Now, this is an official statement from Jon Jones's lawyers, all right? And they adamantly deny a lot of this, and which is surprising seeing the evidence we have already seen. This is from Christopher Dodd. As Jon's lawyer, I am stunned by the Albuquerque Police Department's decision to charge him in this new case. Which, if you're Jon Jones's lawyer, does anything really surprise you at this point? Come on. The thousands of cases I've handled in my career, I have never seen a case as strange and unwarranted as this one. Jon was not driving that night. He wasn't in the car. It appears that an intoxicated woman used a false allegation against Jon Jones to avoid being arrested with DWI, and the police fell for it. Based on the criminal complaint, it looks like they went as far to seek a warrant for Jon's cell phone records while conducting a misdemeanor traffic investigation. I have never heard such a thing. It is truly unbelievable that the police would waste this amount of resources on such a case. The only thing I can believe of this is that the police were targeting Jon for improper purposes. We will get to the bottom of it and make sure that this baseless case is dismissed. Now, this is a bold allegation from the lawyer, which makes me wonder, maybe there is a little more to the story. Maybe that the police don't have as much evidence. Maybe they, I don't know. Like, I would think this is a pretty clear-cut thing to prove, right? You probably have traffic lights. You probably have traffic cameras. So it is a bold claim to say that Jon was not even in the car. He wasn't in the car. He wasn't driving. Now, I think it was very smart for the lawyer to do this because he is very correct. A warrant for Jon Jones' cell phone record while conducting a misdemeanor traffic investigation is a bit absurd, right? I mean, this is a bit much. You don't typically see this. However, this is a hit and run, so maybe that's what makes it a big difference here. He doesn't say it's a hit and run. He says a traffic investigation. That's a very nice way to put it, I gotta say. But Jon has come out, guys. This is what Jon had to say. Jon said, I guess everybody else gets to retire, just not when you're still dominating. Funny how that works. Some folks really believe you should fight until they say you've had enough. Wow, imagine thinking a grown man shouldn't control his own destiny. And yeah, I think Jon Jones, you know, aside from the mushrooms, aside from, you know, the vodka he has taken, guys, I think that this guy has taken some severe copium, because what the fuck is he talking about? You should have retired back in November. You should have retired in the beginning of the year. We are 6 months into the year, Jon. Like, this isn't like you fought a month ago and we're asking you, hey, fight or retire. Relax. Jon also has made a lot of other tweets. You know, he says, keep in mind, even the media can lie and sometimes be wrong. He tweeted this the other day, basically. That was his first denial of this story. One thing we all know about snakes, you let them hang around long enough, it's only a matter of time before you get bit. It's okay to be real with the people that's known you for a long time, but sometimes it's okay to outgrow people. These are reasons why. Don't know if this has anything to do with the girl that was on the phone, if he's trying to say that he wants to cut her off because she, you know, bit him by, you know, allegedly lying about this incident. I mean, I don't know. And he just, typical Jon Jones Twitter shit. Him fucking trying to stroke his ego, trying to fucking, you know, just take 7 pounds of copium, hoping that some of his, you know, fans will eat this up and think, oh, yeah, we're all haters here. Like, guys, let's actually look at his legacy, guys. Let's look at some of these comments. You'll be forever remembered as a cheater, wife beater, and lastly, I'm not going to say that, but you guys know what it is. He's 10 years older than you, LMAO, drunk-ass bitch, pussy-ass. I'm not going to say this either, guys. What's up with these slurs? And here's my favorite. Yeah, guys, this is what his legacy is, guys. This is literally what it is. Look at this. Like, just getting taunted. And this might be what his legacy ends up being, guys. And I understand, I have said for a long time, Jon Jones is one of the greatest, in my opinion. I still stand by that. I still think that he is one of the greatest. However, it is going to be extremely hard to talk about Jon Jones in the future without mentioning this big stain. This is awkward. He didn't leave, you know, in a normal way. This was a very asterisk type ending. Who knows? Does Jon inevitably come back? I wouldn't be surprised. I really would not even be surprised if he does wind up fighting Tom Aspinall, if he just goes so stir crazy without a fight that he needs to fight, and Jon's the champ in the UFC are like, hey, we're not giving you any other fight. You're still under our contract. You can't fight for anybody else. It's Jon, or you're staying retired for the rest of your life. I don't know. Maybe Jon does, you know, crack. Maybe Jon does say, yeah, I need a fight. I'm really getting this itch like we've seen a lot of other fighters get. However, guys, I want to state, this isn't me coping. This isn't me, you know, sitting here like, oh God, I hope we get this Tom Aspinall fight. Guys, I'm over it. I don't even give a fuck. I want to see Tom fight. Jon has just made such a joke of himself. Who gives a shit? I don't return. I'm telling you, Jon, stay retired. We're fine. We're fine here. We're going to enjoy our MMA, and we could forget about you. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. There's going to be a video tomorrow. Check out my last video where I talked more about the Jon Jones incident. You guys are the best fan base in MMA. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.